If I had to completely glow up from scratch in 2025, this is exactly how I do it. After all, you only have 6 months left, so time's a ticking, buddy. Glow up isn't just about looks. It's health, mindset, style, and presence. But don't worry, because today I'm gonna give you my step-by-step guide on how to glow up with what's left of 2025. If you enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor and subscribe, and in return, here's a picture of an armadillo. First thing you absolutely need to do, this is a non-negotiable, is you need to fix your foundation. I'm talking health and fitness. All of these other tips are gonna be great, they're gonna make a difference, but they're gonna be expanded exponentially if you are in shape. So you need to start lifting 3 to 4 times per week. I know it sounds intimidating, especially if you're a newbie to the gym. You've probably worked out a little bit here and there and it's uncomfortable, you don't feel strong, it feels awkward, you feel maybe embarrassed a little bit. Yeah, it's supposed to feel that way. Every expert was once a beginner. Even me, the expert of all experts, was once a beginner. I felt the same way my first few months in the gym. But I'm telling you, man, once you start seeing some results, it might take a few weeks, maybe even a few months, but you start seeing your body literally change because of the efforts that you're putting in. It becomes addicting, and it has an unreal effect on not only the way that you look, the way that you carry yourself, but also your confidence. But you also have to remember that your diet has to be in check too. Eating high protein foods, meats, eggs, protein shakes, yogurt, cottage cheese, and limiting your intake of high sugar processed fatty foods. If you want more help on this specifically, I made a full guide for you beginners out there. I'll put that in the description down below. Check that out after this video because you don't want to miss the rest of the blueprint. So go get a gym membership today. Do not put it off. What is it, 20 bucks? 20 bucks is nothing compared to the benefits that you get from sculpting your freaking meat suit, man. This is the one body you got. Treat it right, make it nice. Next, master grooming and skincare. Establish your skincare basics, baby. I'm talking cleansing your skin every day, using a daily face wash, putting on a moisturizer at the beginning of every day, and using SPF. This is sunblock. The sun is going to do crazy damage to your skin over time, so you want to make sure you're protecting it every day from those dangerous UV rays. So make sure your daily moisturizer either has SPF in it or you put on a sunblock after your moisturizer. Get a signature haircut. I could talk about this for hours. I actually made a full video on how to find the right hairstyle for your face shape, but the general consensus is you want the opposite shape hairstyle of your face shape. For example, if you have a longer, skinnier face, you kind of want a wider hairstyle to kind of balance it out. Grooming habits. Trim your beard. Fix your eyebrows, trim that unibrow, man. Clip your nails, whiten your teeth, and floss every single day. And even use a tongue scraper because so much bacteria collects and lives and festers on your tongue, believe it or not. That's where most of bad breath comes from. And the icing on the cake, wear a signature fragrance. Bro, when you find a fragrance that you like and that smells good, you're gonna get so many compliments. My favorite masculine scent that I like to wear is called Azzaro. And my most favorite, more feminine scent that I get compliments from the ladies from is Polo Red. It's kind of like fruity and just pleasant. So I recommend both of those if you're interested. Next, upgrade your style. What you wear on the outside should represent how you are on the inside. And this is one of the easiest ways to stand out from all the sheep around you. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You need to pick a style that suits you, suits your personality, and go all in on that, man. Whether it's workwear, it's streetwear, you know, skater style, athleisure, or old money, high luxury, right? Pick what fits you and is congruent with your personality. If you're the type of dude that likes, you know, going to rodeos and, you know, messing around out on the farm, then probably you want to adopt workwear, you know, Carhartt, you know, beat up cargo jeans and Carhartt jackets and stuff like this. Me personally, I'm kind of in my old money, high luxury style phase right now. You know, lots of muted colors, linens, corduroy. And when I had the idea to make this video, one brand came to mind. I said, I need to reach out to them. So shout out to Coofandy for sponsoring today's video. Coofandy is this. Coofandy is what I'm wearing right now and where most of the time, actually. They offer high-end luxury style clothing, but for a fraction of the price. Coofandy has come in clutch for me so many times. I remember a couple years ago, my brother's wedding was in a couple days and I didn't have a khaki blazer and I couldn't find one anywhere, but I found one from Coofandy and I wasn't sure if it would be delivered in time, and guess what? it was, and I looked super good. But also, I'll just put on screen right now a bunch of the outfits from Coofandy that I've worn in previous collaborations. I think we can all agree they look great, and no one would suspect that I paid literally a fraction of the price for these outfits. But anyways, some of the pieces that I'd like to highlight in this video is this light brown Henley t-shirt. This honestly I wear all the time. It pairs really well with some black jeans. I'm sure it would also look good with some linen pants. Next is this quarter button white linen shirt. As you guys know, I love my white linen shirts. They're just a super casual, flowy, comfortable vibe. And anything with some buttons instead of just the crew neck collar just immediately raises your style like 2 maturity levels. And last but not least is this 2-piece corduroy set. This is like, man, you catch me on my yacht, I'm sipping a martini, standing at the helm, right? It's that vibe. This is actually the top to it, but I decided to just throw on a tank top underneath. I think it looks really good. But anyways, Coofandy has a huge inventory of a variety of different styles, colors, textures, and innovative designs. And the best part is they're on Amazon, so you can get 2-day shipping in most places. And you guys know how it works. I got a deal, so you guys get a deal too. So I'll put the link down below, and you can get the best styles for the best prices possible. So again, I'll put the link down below. Go check them out. Okay, now we got most of the main physical things taken care of. We can fine tune them over time, but next it's time to focus on the next big thing, which is confidence, man. All of this physical stuff is futile. It's meaningless if you carry yourself about this world like a supplicative little bitch, right? So now you need to learn about posture, eye contact, and voice control. When it comes to posture, a lot of people get confused, but this actually is the quickest way to level up your presence. You can fix it in an instant. The hard part is just remembering to do so. So you want to sit and stand with your head up, chest out, and shoulders back and down a little bit. Adopt expansive body language. Don't be afraid to, cross your legs and throw your arm over the seat next to you. This just emphasizes comfortability in any setting and confidence. Move slowly with grace, and don't be afraid to use hand gestures. After all, 70% of communication is nonverbal. Voice control. I tell guys, whatever your normal speaking level is, turn it up 1 octave. This is the quickest way to kind of command the space around you. Don't be a loud dickhead, but just turn it up just 1 level. Let your voice be heard. Don't be afraid of it. And probably the biggest thing that's going to change your voice and how you're perceived when you speak is adopting rapport-breaking tonality. Rapport-seeking tonality is where you kind of curve up, upward inflection at the end of what you're saying. So let's take, for example, the sentence I just said. You have a curve upward at the end of what you're saying. That would be rapport-seeking. It sounds like everything you say is kind of a question. It sounds very unsure of yourself, right? But instead, you want to adopt a little bit more authoritative downward curve at the end of what you're saying. You have a downward curve at the end of what you're saying, right? Drops off. It's authoritative. You can imagine a police officer pulls you over. License and registration, right? Kind of puts you in your place. You're like, oh, he means business instead of license and registration, right? You feel like, who is this clown? This is often used by people in positions of authority. So it can absolutely help you to adopt a little bit of rapport breaking tonality, but at the very least have your baseline be rapport neutral, where it just is kind of flat the whole way through, but you should throw in some rapport breaking tonality in there. Other than this, practice being present, man. Listen when people talk, really try to understand, make them feel heard and seen. This is one of the easiest ways to become magnetic to people. You become a source of comfort and confidence for them. Join new spaces, gym classes, social clubs, networking events. Go meet people. Your network is your net worth after all. Next step is develop a high value mindset. Read every single day. Even 10 pages is enough. I think every man needs to read books on these 3 things: history, mindset, and finances. These 3 will make you an inquisitive individual, knowledgeable in most realms. You'll become a dangerous human. My top 3 books for these 3 fields that I recommend to everyone are, for finances, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Read that. For mindset, The Power of Now. And for history, Madhouse at the End of the Sea. This is a story about a shipwreck hundreds of years ago, and these guys went through some of the craziest stuff you could imagine. And these types of books make you grateful for your situation and how much worse and how tough you really need to be, and makes you equipped for the worst case scenarios in your life, I think. Set long-term goals and reverse engineer them. Decide what it is you want, what is the goal, and find out what is required to get there. and create a daily schedule aligning with those goals, and simply do that every single day without fail. You want to create daily habits. Motivation, it comes and goes, it's fleeting, right? So you want to build real concrete habits and have the discipline to execute them every single day. So think of the 5 things that you want to do every single day, that you do every single day. Get up early, read your book, have some coffee, go to the gym. This is kind of setting the tone for the day. Now what's really going to move the needle? Write the script for the YouTube video, set up my camera and film it. Once I get that done, like, shit, that's the hardest part of my day. I can kind of like let up a little bit. I'm not gonna, but I could. And last but not least, start creating an online presence. Branding is everything in today's age. If you can get people to feel connected to you through a freaking screen, through freaking wires and satellites in the sky, you'll be undefeatable. The world is yours, right? So start documenting your journey, gym, business, finances, whatever it is. Somewhere out there, there's 100,000 people that are gonna like you and want to follow your story. I didn't believe it myself either at first. And look, here we are across all platforms, got 3 million plus people. And one more important thing is curate your algorithm. What you see every day, whether it's on a screen or in your real life, it has a huge impact. It is your vibration. It becomes who you are, okay? So if you're surrounded by negative people or negative stuff on the internet, then it's only gonna poison your brain. So cut off negative stuff on your TikTok, your Instagram, whatever. Only interact with the stuff that benefits you, because it's gonna share more of that with you. And that stuff will hold you accountable. It'll remind you what's possible, what needs to be done. Your vibe is your tribe. Connect with people who are on a higher level that can help you and can inspire you. If you can do all this, the person you'll be at the end of 2025 will be recognizable. So start today, don't quit, and never surrender. Till next time,